Happy Halloween! We're back again with another small talk podcast, and I can't fucking talk. I can't talk because this damn mask.
I can't talk, dude. This paint. First of all, you know how long this paint took? This paint took a little bit. I can't even laugh. I can't do anything.
Why?
Because it's so tight on my face and it's cracking.
Oh shit!
And then
it'll add character.
Huh?
It'll add character.
I guess, but when I was doing the little black lipstick joint.
Whatever Thor did,
dude,
the eyebrows, man, this shit is fucked.
Alright. Yeah. The black part went in my teeth and shit.
I can't see. I can see, but I can't see.
I can't smile. It hurts. And then, anyways, so check this out. Okay, so if you don't know, by the way, the thing that I'm trying to make up or whatever or imitate is the Terrifier, right? So I don't know if I did a great job.
Maybe I did. Off-brand Terrifier.
Off-brand. We'll call it off-brand, but I tried my best. But anyways, so I tried to go off of him. But funny story, right? When I went to the Spirit Halloween to get all the makeup, all that bullshit and everything. I walked in there. I'm looking. I'm like, all right, what do I need to get?
You're the fucking jump scare, not the Terrifier.
Bro. So I go in there and I see another dude. He's dressing up as a Terrifier. This dude has the worst outfit I've ever seen, or the worst effort I've ever seen in my life. The paint that he put on, that shit was horrible.
He was dressed up already?
Yeah, it looked like he had that shit for weeks.
Oh hell no! It's not even Halloween.
It's all fucked. Well, he was working
yesterday. Yeah, it wasn't Halloween.
So I was like, what the fuck? But anyways, I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to be that guy. I want to look, the best as possible. Lo and behold,
yeah,
the shit don't look that perfect. So unfortunately, it is what it is. Which brings me to my next thing, Nick. Have you seen the Terrifier 3?
I haven't seen any of the Terrifiers.
So
I'm gonna go home and watch them now.
The first one's pretty fucking good, right? The first one, I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. Like, not too many people knew about it.
Wait, did you watch the new one?
I haven't, no.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the first one of the Terrifier, I've seen it or whatever. Not too many people were talking about it. It was kind of like an underground type of movie deal. And when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, this is actually what horror should be like. It's all weird. It's just like I don't know. It's a weird, uncomfortable. But that's what a horror movie should be like, right? I'm like, oh, this shit's dope.
Yeah.
So then, on the second one, I saw it on Amazon Prime and all that stuff. But then I'm hearing that the third one, it's so bad that it's making people throw up, uncomfortable.
Oh, like gory? I thought you meant like bad as in like you don't want to.
No, like bad as in like, well, I don't know what he did exactly or what the movie was, how the movie went. But I heard it was horrible, which I gotta watch it. I gotta see. I don't think it's that bad.
I'm gonna go through. Wait, when did it come out? Did it come out already?
It's already out now.
Okay, I'm gonna go on a Terrifier run.
Yeah, watch the 1, watch the 2, and let me know when you're about to watch the 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta watch the 3. I haven't watched it. Clearly I try to look like a Terrifier, but this shit is.
Where they're gonna be like, I know this man is not talking shit about somebody's Terrifier outfit. It's not terrible.
It's not bad. It's just that the makeup. We didn't get the right makeup. We got a cream makeup. With the cream, we were thinking, oh, maybe it's like a lotion base. It's not gonna crack.
I thought you were gonna get the actual mask.
The thing is, the mask is cool, but I'm not gonna be wearing that for the whole time. $60, fuck that.
How do you think I fucking feel with this shit on right now, bro?
How much that cost?
Like 20.
That's pretty, and it looks nice.
I'm returning this shit.
This thing is. What's funny? When I was in Spirit Halloween, I was buying everything, whatever.
Yeah.
They were smiling and everything. Oh, how's everything? Great. And then they looked at me seriously. They're like, you cannot return this. All payment is final. I'm assuming that motherfuckers went in there and returned it. They got it and they returned it right away.
Probably. I got this shit from Amazon, so.
Okay. I mean, Amazon, yeah, you could live and buy it.
Look that up.
Yeah. But, yeah, dude, this is how the blood too. You know, I try to make it best as I could. This is a Walmart.
I mean, you did it. I mean, I only got the mask. What I'm gonna go for is like, if you guys ever seen like Spider-Man, the Spider-Man games, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember if they have it in the second one, but at the end of the first Marvel Spider-Man game, they have like Miles fully clothed, but Peter gives him a mask.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen it.
As a grown ass man in bulking, I was not about to put on a full ass Spider-Man suit. So I was like, I'm only getting the mask, and I'm only really getting it for Marley, my niece. So it's like, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna run with it. I'll be like, you know how in Tobey Maguire's and Andrew Garfield, even in Tom Holland's, he has like, they all have like the bootleg version.
Yeah.
This is Nicholas Clark's Spider-Man bootleg edition. Yeah.
But I've seen videos of people literally wearing the full Spider-Man suit, and you see them fucking.
That's sick. Hell no, bro.
They look all completely out of shape and shit. Like, oh,
at least get some compression shorts or some shit. Out of shape. Right. You would have caught me back in like the physique I had in like July, August.
You would have had the suit back then?
Oh hell yeah.
Oh,
even now, I was thinking that, I was like, damn, do I really want to? Because realistically, growing up trick or treating, I stopped at like 13.
Okay, interesting.
The funny story to that is, me and Muhammad were supposed to go. Something happened, and then he didn't let me know, and then he ended up going. I said, fuck this shit. This is around when Assassin's Creed 3 came out, so we were in like middle school, like 8th grade. I just sat home playing that shit. And ever since then, I just stopped going trick-or-treating.
Yeah. For me, it was, I didn't have anyone to go trick-or-treating with, right? But I will say this, though. I went trick-or-treating, I do recall one time trick-or-treating in New York City. That was weird.
I heard I haven't really seen too much trick-or-treating in New York City. Maybe not in the parts of New York.
It's kind of impossible unless you go like in the apartment and you knock, like, hey, give me some candy.
Maybe in like the nicer neighborhoods, maybe even Queens, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but I went like in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, right? And
they're probably like, fuck off.
I'm serious. And the only way that I went trick or treating, I went from store to store, like, hey, give me some candy. And they felt bad, they would throw big bars in there and all that stuff. They would throw candies or
finesse candy.
Sometimes they would throw a dry ass fucking old ass candy that they didn't give a shit about. That shit was hilarious. But then yeah, I don't know.
The place.
New York is kind of impossible. How would you trick or treat? Like, yeah, you're right. Queens, you could go trick or treating.
Because it's more like neighborhood, like Queens.
Yeah. Or the apartment joints, but like going out from building to building, like who the hell?
Bro, I had a Goku outfit. Really young. I had like a Goku outfit I found at like Dollar General.
Did you have the hair and everything?
Yeah.
God damn.
It was flopping all over and shit. It wasn't like A1, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was a Dollar General like outfit, but to be honest, I was hyped as hell. I remember that. Oh yeah, that was the year I went to. You know, Spooktacular up on the Parkway, right? I almost shit myself.
Oh, is that the thing? The building where they have the scary shit?
Nah, you know by the zoo, right? They have Spooktacular in the zoo. When we were younger, they used to do the hay rides.
Mm-hmm.
We got on it, and back then I told you, you know this. I was definitely afraid of like Michael Myers, like Freddy and Jason. I didn't give two shits about.
Dude,
Michael Myers for some reason scared the shit out of me.
I got a story about that. I was in New York City when I was trick or treating, and we walk into I think a Halloween store or it was a store, and I'm just there minding my own. By the way, the costume I had on back then was like a military costume.
Yeah.
I walk in there, I see a Michael Myers. I kid you not, and one of the guys was just standing there staring at me.
That nigga's scary, bro.
I'm like, why? Why the fuck?
Was it an actual person?
Yeah.
Nah, asshole.
And then he was slowly walking towards me, and I'm running. I'm looking for my mom. Like, where are you? Found her. He blocks my way.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck this shit.
He was trying to mess up your whole life,
bro. That was the scariest encounter of Michael Myers.
Yeah, bro, he's freaky. I don't know what it is about him. It's like you think he's just a dude with a mask with a jumpsuit. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's so simple. It's like this is just a regular dude, just like body.
Anybody could be that.
Yeah,
it's fucking.
Yeah, same shit happened to me. It's spectacular, because my mom is definitely afraid of him still. I see, but he's like fucking with us, like doing all the gestures and mannerisms, like tilting his head and looking and like pointing or whatever it is. I'm like, oh hell no, get me out of here.
Which is crazy, right? Speaking of like the Terrifier and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you remember when there was clown sightings?
Yeah. Who was it? Who was it that I think it was Muhammad. Once again, we were walking home from the bus stop one day. He was coming to my house. And they were known for the Jeep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Riding the Jeep, like. Let me ask you something. Did they ever actually do anything? They tried to do shit, right? Or is it really just them like riding?
No, it was just like random people, like we're everywhere.
You can't be doing stuff like that.
We just dress up as clowns and just doing random shit.
You're gonna mess around and get shot or something.
I think there was at one point, if I recall or remember correctly, there was a clown not too far from it. There's a school and there's like a huge, like, you know, the school around here?
Yeah.
It's like a huge grass playing field. And there's apparently a clown just standing there. Dude,
this wasn't even around Halloween, was it?
No, it was like around like, I think it was like in the summertime or something, or like before Halloween.
See,
why? I have no idea.
I don't want to make it too like dark this episode, but you really gotta be careful with that, guys, because remember that dude years back that went to the movie theater for the Dark Knight?
Oh,
movie?
yeah.
And remember what happened with that? So it's just like, were you really scared of that back then?
Not really. It was kind of cool.
You're tripping.
It's kind of like it's kind of
how we saw the Jeep and like, yo, is that the clown Jeep? Started dipping down the street to my house.
It's kind of like you know, Pokemon. Like, it's a cool sighting. Dude, that was the coolest shit ever at the time. It's like, oh shit, there's clowns.
The Pokemon.
Like, oh, you got lucky enough to see a clown in the middle of the woods or something. I don't know.
I guess it's like not much goes on here. When you do hear shit on like the news,
right?
It's
like,
shit.
oh
so
shit.
If they would have started like really hurting people, nah, I can't mess with that.
Nah, I'd be so fucking scared.
But yeah, I think it's just for shits and giggles, really.
I have a question. A lot of people are saying that which clown, in your opinion, is the scariest, right? Some people are saying that Artie the Clown.
Let's start from square one and like list them all.
Some people are saying Artie the Clown is the scariest. Some people are saying Pennywise is the scariest. What other clown? You got clowns from the
Killer Clowns.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Who's Artie the Clown?
The Terrifier guy?
That's okay, him. What's his name? The clown from The Simpsons, Krusty.
Yeah, Krusty from The Simpsons. In your opinion, based on seeing like, you know, what clown is to you the scariest, and why?
You know, there was an actual serial killer who was a clown, right?
Yep. What's his name? Something. I know what you're talking about.
Heavier set dude.
Yeah.
They got the Twisted Metal clown. Scariest. It's hard because I don't really get scared by actual shit, to be honest.
It could be from either a movie or real life.
I'd say, if we're talking movies, the best clown. Do we have them all in mind right now?
Oh, I already have mine.
So I'm saying like, do we have them all listed off right now? We got Artie, the killer clowns from Outer Space. Sorry, it's hard for me to talk in this shit. Pennywise. Is there anybody else?
I'm trying to think.
Here, hold on. So, you want to do a little search quick? No, too late. Artie the clown's
No.
really
You could say Pennywise the clown from the recent movies, and then you could say Pennywise the clown from old movies.
I say Artie because he doesn't speak at all, right?
He doesn't speak at all. He's very like mimish or whatever.
Yeah, you tell me if you go down like even it doesn't even have to be like a scary setting. Look at the movie scenes. Like he's in a gas station, right?
Dude,
you just see somebody
terrifying.
Yeah, just smiling at you. You tell me like And no matter what, you turn around, he's there. You turn around, he's there. Like nothing.
And then he laughs and shit,
Yeah.
plays games and stuff.
It's mind games that really freak me out.
That's why I'm telling you this. The fucking movie's
real life, the guy, the serial killer, but
yeah, that is fucking
definitely
scary.
movie wise, already it seems like.
Speaking of like ranking clowns from who's the best and who's the scariest, who's not. In your opinion, what is out of all the movies, horror movies you've seen, what is the scariest horror movie you've seen?
Before we go on, who do you rank? Artie too?
Oh, Artie, yeah.
Okay.
This fucking guy's terrifying.
It's hard because as a kid, scary movies are a lot scarier as a child. Because it's like your imagination runs free.
You're like, oh, this motherfucker come out of my bed or closet.
That lack of security and lack of safety like takes it to a higher level. But scary movies, like none of the Paranormal Activity movies. Maybe the first one has some creepy shit that'll be like more like.
Yeah, the first one had like a different type of. It was new, so it was like, oh, this is very, very scary and interesting.
You ever seen the Tooth Fairy one?
The Tooth Fairy one.
I forgot what it was called. There was the Boogeyman. It's hard to pinpoint. The ones that scared me the most, I don't know if I can give you an all-time scariest. Halloween movies with Michael Myers. That Tooth Fairy one I was telling you about, I don't know the name of it, or maybe it was called the Tooth Fairy or some shit. The Boogeyman one. Scariest movie though, dude. What do you think?
For me,
in your opinion,
it has to be, at least for me, the scariest that I've seen was, I'm gonna say it off the back. I'm not ranking number one, but you're saying it, in random ass orders. But the Leprechaun. Dude, when I was a kid,
that scared you?
I was laying in the couch watching the fucking movie, right? And I see him just creeping up out of a corner, bro. My whole entire body fucking froze.
Bro.
It just sat there and
Leprechaun in the Hood was hilarious.
Dude,
that scared you for real?
Yeah, because I clicked the channel, I changed it, boom. I see the motherfucker
up that shit.
Slowly walking out of a corner that's I was like, what the fuck is that? Dude,
probably as a kid, but I feel like to me the Leprechaun was more like comedic.
Well, for me, it was scary. I don't know. Maybe it was just the timing of it. It was just that scared me. And then the second one would be Michael Myers is scary. Friday the 13th, not really.
Nah.
Freddy Krueger. Hellraiser was fucking scary.
I never really watched the Hellraiser movies like that. Like I knew of them.
What else?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, The Hills Have Eyes.
The Hills Have Eyes was scary.
That movie fucked with me as a kid. I'll say that one.
Silent Hill. That shit was creepy as fuck because of the fucking what's it called? Diamond Head?
Yeah, Pyramid Head.
Pyramid Head. Motherfucking what's another one that I can list off of?
Thinking back, the one that scared me the most. I was a very on edge child for certain reasons, but Hills Have Eyes fucked with me. It wasn't just scary; it was fucked up, bro.
Dude,
I was like, nah, turn it off. I used to cover my ears, close my eyes, put the cover over, all that shit. Between that and Halloween, those used to really fuck with me. So I'd say probably Halloween.
What's another scary movie that I can think of? The Exorcist.
Exorcist.
The first one though, it was kind of scary. I'm trying to think of all the movies.
We got Insidious, Sinister.
Those are scary.
Wrong Turn.
That's fucking scary.
There
was a lot of scary movies that I do recall watching from Redbox. You remember Redbox?
Yeah, I used to go there. I used to
grab a movie and watch it. That should be scary as fuck. But
nowadays movies aren't scary at all.
They really
They're
aren't.
more based on jump scares than anything. I said, just the mind game ones fuck with me more because it's like the thriller mind games really make you think, really get in your head geared towards the more realistic aspects of life.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying the Terrifier is scary as fuck because anybody can dress up as a clown and do some crazy shit.
True.
and play it off like, oh, I'm just joking. But what do you think is like based on heart rate and stress is the scariest movie?
Oh, where's my Mary Jane? Oh, God, man. Heart rate and stress. Now you got me, because it's like, you know what I mean? It's kind of a hard question to answer.
So,
For me at least, because it's like, I can't date back each one.
so apparently, the scariest movie based on heart rate and stress levels and all that stuff is the Sinister One.
Sinister, right?
That is
Sinister was a good one. I'll say that. It was a good one. It was better. Even if it wasn't like truly scary, you know what I mean?
yeah.
The second one was terrible.
Yeah, that one was a little bit. Maybe maybe it wasn't terrible, but maybe it was because like the people we went with to the movie, they just kept talking and talking and talking and talking.
Remember the girl was like, it was us three and a random girl. The girl was like, "Can I come and sit with you guys?" I was like, "No." Yeah, yeah. Because we already had the third person there, and no offense, I don't know about you. I'm probably sure you're in the same boat as me. I get a little chitter chatter back and forth. Bro, please shut the fuck up if you go to see a movie with me. I'm one of those people, like,
I'm like, let me lock in.
I paid for that shit, bro. Like, Spider-Man No Way Home. I got placed next to a couple kids. One of them was old enough to know better. He was like a teenager. I'm like, no, shut the fuck up, Timmy.
Literally.
But, yeah, scary movie was, for sure.
That one is apparently like the number one. There's another one, I forgot what it was, that had like, it was higher in like heart rate. Like it peaked the most heart rate. I think it was like, it's like VHS or something. It's like a scary movie.
I heard about that one. It was kind of like Saw.
Yeah, it was
Like the...
That one had the most, like, the peak, the highest in heart rate. But, like, overall, everything is the Sinister.
We didn't mention Saw either. Saw was never scary. It's just gory as hell.
Yeah, the thing is just after another one and like, why do they keep going?
Money.
Like, were they actually
service.
doing that good? Like, I never, you know what I'm saying?
I think the real question is two questions. What they won't do for money and will do for money. And you have cult fan bases for some of these movies.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, even if they know it's going to be shit, they still want to see a sequel. Some actors and directors don't want to make the sequel because they know it probably won't do well. But because of, like, fan requests and service and shit, they'll make another one.
True. Speaking of, like, fan base and all that stuff, did you hear Tyler created a new album?
Oh, yeah.
What's it called? Cornucopia?
Cornucopia. Do you feel that fire?
So you listened to the whole album, right?
Yeah. I'm on like...
Can you rate it or not? Like, do you feel like it's
Not
comfortable
yet.
enough?
Nah. I feel like we talked about the other day on the game, and once again, we both agree on this. I'm the type of person, I can't just listen to it, whether it's a song or an album, I can't just listen to it once or a couple times. And a couple for me is twice, you know? 2 or 3 times. I have to really just sit there, because this is the thing for me. Have you ever had songs or an album where it's like a couple songs you just don't like? And then you find yourself over time, you're just having on randomly, it just starts playing and you're vibing and you kind of start getting the gist of what they were trying to do. And then
that song plays.
And then you start listening to the whole album, you're like, oh shit, this is a banger. Oh shit, this is trash. It's like that. So I don't think it's trash. A couple songs on there I could do without. Like Sticky. It's getting sticky.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Glorilla. But I would, if I had to take anybody's verse off that, it's Sexy Reds. Keep Glorilla if you want to. Keep Lil Wayne.
Wayne was good.
Yeah. But overall, to answer your question, I can't really give it a full rating right now. I have to listen to it more, I feel like.
So I'm gonna give it a what's called, at least for me, a first time,
First listen.
first listening rating.
I can do that. Out of 10.
Yeah, out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 6.8 out of 10.
That's reasonable. That's
The
reasonable.
reason why I'm giving it a 6 is because
And this isn't final ratings.
it's not final. It's
We're
first
repeating that just to make sure.
It's number one, I don't get the message. Number two, I
kinda
don't
all
like
over the
the.
place.
It's literally all over the place. I don't get the message. It's all over the place. I might have to watch. What's that bald guy from YouTube?
And don't fucking watch him. Anthony Fantano. Yo, he will fucking shit on anything and everything if he feels like it. But to each their own. To each their own.
I gotta see like somebody who breaks the video everything down and actually explains it very well. I don't get the message. I don't like the artist the selection that they picked.
The takeaway from it.
I don't like the way that.
Because he doesn't have the features on there yet, like listed.
Yeah, I don't like the way how the songs go. It should be like the first few songs should be like they have like an intro, somebody speaking, and then it just plays all the song. You know what I'm saying? Like slowly hypes up or something. It was like if you were listening to it from like one to all the way to the end in order, it just wasn't. It was all over the place.
I gotta take this off real quick for just a little bit. Just
But
a little
not-
bit. Let my
At least for me, it was just all over the place.
Honestly, I feel like that's a decent rating. It's a fair rating for a first listening.
Now I will say this though, the beats and the instruments and the sounds were very A1.
I can't
That's why I gave it a 0.8.
say 100% if he produced every one of them, but I saw somewheres that he did on this album too, like he did on Igor. But I'd give it around the same range of rating. I'd give it like a 7.8. 6.8 to like a 7.2 right now. If we're getting real detailed about it, for me, my takeaway right now, I agree with you on the standpoint of going into this album the way he promoted it, I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna take another album like he always does. What's the main concept gonna be of it? What's the sound gonna be like? How is it gonna be sonically? He said he wants to rap on his ass off on it again. So going into it, I don't think it was like that. What I had anticipated, not in a bad way, just how he was gonna take the route. For me, I felt like it was a culmination of a lot of his albums. Like that song he had, Sorry Not Sorry, was the epitome of this whole album in terms of like, I feel like the album took from Cherry Bomb, Flower Boy, Call Me If You Get Lost, not much of his early work, but more of his more recent work like that, Igor,
Yeah, that
all
was
that.
pretty cool.
But a lot of like Call Me If You Get Lost and Cherry Bomb in there. And I say that because like the beat, the production, Cherry Bomb in terms of like the rock kind of things and some of his flows. He had a flow in there we talked about that sounded like that Kendrick Lamar type of one. What was it? Where he dissed Ian, I think it was that one.
Yeah.
But overall, I do like it. I like it. It's just I really gotta sink into it. I feel like he released it, he announced it and released it on such short notice that the hype wasn't really there too much. Like the hype was there, but not the anticipation and build up. Like, oh, did you hear months prior? Tyler's gonna drop a new album. We got a couple singles like he usually does, and then he dropped it, right? But overall, I did like it. I feel like he was trying to pull some shit to where it's like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like he was trying to do a thing like, let me show these dudes how, cause you know how he is. Like, let me show these guys how I don't need to promote it that much, and my shit will still do numbers. You know what I mean?
True.
Because when he dropped Igor, DJ Khaled was giving him bullshit, and people were criticizing it, but mostly he was like, I did better than your number one album where you got a shit ton of fucking features on every song.
God, that's crazy.
And the shit goes number one every time it drops, and he released it the same day. I think that's what I feel like. Personally, that's a part of what he was trying to do with the short notice drop, because somebody tied. You know how these motherfuckers and they go in depth, and somebody tied to like a post that what's that singer's name?
What singer?
Steve Lacy. He posted something and he commented on his picture on Instagram, like, because the post was something about fans wanting new music and shit. Tyler posted or commented something like, nah, fuck no music, no new music. And then he fucks around and drops this. But I think it's pretty cool so far.
Yeah, I do like the fact how he is trying to drop it. He dropped it on a Monday instead of a Friday. I do like, I looked into that and all that stuff. I do like the...
You saw what I was telling you about, right?
Yeah, where he's going against kind of the what's called
because the industry usually wants you to drop it on like a Friday.
Yeah, and he's like, fuck it, I can drop it whenever I feel like.
Yeah.
Essentially, and all that stuff, which is pretty cool. I do like that part.
That too, just being against the grain. Like, I'll do what the fuck I want to do, type of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of can when it comes to music. He's rich as fuck already.
But I will say though that I do have to give it more of a listen, because it was the same with Igor. When I listened to it, I was like, what the fuck is this? When I give it a quick listen, and then I was just like, after a while, I'm just like, oh, wait a minute.
Came up.
I'm like, hold on, this shit has rhythm to it.
If you could name at least 2 songs that you really like stood out to you right now, what would they be?
From what the current album?
Yeah.
What is that? I think it's called Raw or something.
What?
Something. I think it is Raw or something.
Yeah. Ra or some shit.
Yeah, that one.
On some snitchel shit. I say mine.
Sticky, but without the artist. I just like the beat a lot.
It's getting sticky.
Yeah, that's a good.
I like I Killed You. And either the intro, St. Chrome, or Balloon.
Okay.
I can't. I'm. That's the thing though. I'm telling y'all, I have to really give it a good, thorough listen, because I'm a music fucking fiend, bro. So I'm usually able to be like, okay, this happened on this track, and he dropped this and released this. Oh, he sampled this on this. I'm not at that point yet. I haven't got the chance to listen to it like that, so I don't even know the whole track list by heart yet. But yeah, I'd say that. I'd definitely say those are the standouts to me.
Okay. But yeah, back on to some more of that Halloween shit.
I think it was good fit.
Well,
I feel like it fit good with the Halloween, as the whole style he went with the mask and shit like that. It felt for
that's
the
what
time
I'm saying.
Sure.
But
my secret identity. No.
What is? Let's say, okay, Halloween. What is your favorite horror movie TV show?
Horror movie TV show.
Horror TV show.
Horror scene. I'm not a American Horror Story fan. I watched like one season, the one where they had Trump in it. I could care I could give 2 shits less about that show.
What season was that? Is that a new first season?
Nah.
There was
Twilight.
There's 2 seasons that are actually 3 seasons that are fire on it. After that, everything just went straight down to the hill.
Yeah.
But
TV shows. Can you count Supernatural as one?
You could.
Supernatural?
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
We're counting as horror. That's my shit.
No, that shit's fire.
Supernatural. I used to, when I was a kid seeing the commercial, I'm like, this shit is dumb. I got to like sophomore, junior year in high school, started binging it.
Dude.
It gets to a point where it's like, all right, maybe they should end this shit.
Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But then somehow they just add some crazy shit. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's
Early on,
oh
I
shit.
say maybe starting from season 8 or 9, it was kind of like, all right, it's time to let it go.
Wrap it
Kill it, yeah. Because the story was just going steadily, I feel like. But I stopped watching it kind of after that too. I wasn't keeping up. But from season like 1 through 6 to 7, it's like, how much could you do? But do you feel like this is like, each episode you're like, that shit's fire. Like,
No,
it's not
sometimes they do
more.
something to where it's like, okay, this shit's whack, but then wham, I wanna know what the fuck's about to happen.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this? You know what I mean? So it was pretty cool. I think for me, I'd have to agree on that. Supernatural for me is probably like the best horror movie. I mean, you could argue, you could be like, oh, Walking Dead's pretty cool.
Another one that's really good up until like
It's good.
Negan showed up. After Negan,
I didn't get up. Actually, I did get up. I rewatched it again
and
recently.
they killed Glenn.
And then after that, I was just like, eh.
That shit had to be fucked up, bro.
But I like, when it comes to a zombie movie, my favorite part of a zombie, of any show, any movie, any game, like Last of Us, anything that has to do with like an infection happening, is the beginning, where it's like, oh, it's calm, chaos, they gotta figure something out, what are they gonna do? After that, there's like okay, we're used to this, it kind of starts to get boring.
Yeah.
It starts to get like,
I might ruffle a few feathers. I don't give a fuck about The Last of Us. In the first opening act,
that was fire.
that shit was amazing.
People
And then they go straight into that, from that to walking around. And I didn't finish it, I'll be honest, so maybe I should give it another chance. I don't give a shit though. If I don't like something, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to anybody. Then they go into the desolate city where it's just like fighting more people than anything, and then
yeah, it's more people than, it's just like, I don't.
just got bored with it. Let's talk about fucking horror shows that just weren't really it. Like, I could see what they were going for, the hype of it. For example, Scream's TV show.
Yeah.
No.
Scream's one of those things where you can only keep it a movie and that's it. Like, leave the classics, you know what I
If
mean?
you're gonna make it a show, you really gotta do well with it. Cause even now, the movies for Scream are terrible, bro. They're terrible.
The mystery's out there, the way that they write it, it's just not.
Is there really any other ones? There's Twilight.
No,
Twilight Zone, I mean. I don't really watch it like that.
The Twilight Zone's fire. It's one of those shows where, you know, you grab your little cookies and milk, sit in front of your TV.
How did you forget about Goosebumps?
Dude.
Goosebumps? Don't tell me they didn't have some bangers.
Bro.
Remember that one with the mask where he got stuck on his face and couldn't take it off?
Oh my god.
Or the fat kid who was reading the comics, he got stuck in the comic?
Bro, that shit is, dude, tell me how, okay, so.
Come on now.
I would literally, like, every Halloween, every October, right? That shit would play on the TV. I'd literally go to school, I'd get I'd go to the library, I'd be like, yo, let me get the Goosebumps book. I'd never read that shit. I'd never read
You get a thick ass book, and you want it to
look
look studious.
The pictures, it looks amazing. I was like, oh shit, this shit looks scary.
I think we've all fell victim to that shit. Going to the library, getting a book, and fucking cracking that shit open. Not one page.
But then I would go home in October and they would play the Goosebumps shows, like on Nickelodeon and all that stuff. Bro, I'd watch that shit every fucking day I get here.
Yeah.
That shit was
Something
fire.
nostalgic for me is just like anything, like from scary SpongeBob episodes, like the horror ones, to fucking Halloween specials on Family Guy and American Dad, or just
I do like that.
live action TV shows where it's like a special on it. It's something about those moments, and that's why I feel like I want to ask you and lead into where it's like from childhood until now. You know that feeling you just get where it's just like, all right, it's this time of the year. I feel like as a kid, it was a lot stronger, and then I had to bit my cheek. I had some years where it fell off, but now I'm kind of like in a just a niche, meh kind of thing, but it's still there. How do you feel about that?
For me, I'm trying to do all the fucking Halloween shit.
No, I like it. It doesn't hit the same.
True, yeah, because it's like after a while, it's like you didn't do much, so it's like, yeah. But now I'm just trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, next year I'm gonna try to fucking go to those Halloween parks and shit.
Yeah, like the horror houses.
Yeah, the horror house and stuff. Horror house.
Oh yeah. No.
The horror house.
The horror house.
But,
tomorrow we should do something.
Well, I gotta take my little sister trick or treat.
We all do. We all gotta do something.
What you got? What you got?
Trick or treating at 5 o'clock. We'll figure that out.
That's the Terrifier 3.
It's in theaters?
Yeah.
What time? Well, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out off camera. But we should do that and then something later on with everybody.
True. Because you beat him up.
ZD.
Oh shit.
Maybe calm. Maybe.
True.
Maybe we giving you shout outs right now. Maybe.
Ooh.
Fucking
Throw candy at each other. Go to
Joy.
Martha's house.
Martha. I'm not going. Wait, who the fuck is Martha? Marty gonna be like, who the fuck is Martha? No, it's not like that. It's not like that. Yeah, whoever. I know. I think D has to work tomorrow, but yeah, just shit like that.
That'll be cool. Yeah, man. That's
fucking to regroup.
Christmas is cool. I'm broke.
Yeah, I ain't doing too much for Christmas this year.
Actually, I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry.
Lately on this bulk too, I've eaten like 3 dinners.
Dude, I gotta get my appetite up. Shit's been going horrible.
That's scary.
What?
Ooh. So one thing I was thinking about, horror, right? Scary movies. You remember Jordan? Is it Jordan Peele?
Kill and Peele?
Yeah, it's Jordan Peele though, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Where he transitioned into making horror movies.
Oh, the Sunken.
How do you think about stuff like that? Like
he did pretty good.
Like Us and what was it? Where it is the Sunken Place?
Us, I haven't seen it. The Sunken Place, I've seen it.
It's not called the Sunken Place.
Get Out.
Get Out. Yeah.
That one was fire. That was really good. The Us, I haven't
seen.
Good? Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Us, I haven't seen. But
I didn't see. Get Out.
Oh,
I saw Us.
Did you see it? I want to call it a scary movie, but it's not. It's kind of scary, but it's not like a scary movie. Have you ever watched on Netflix called Cloning Tyrone?
No, I seen it. I never watched it.
I recommend it. It's one of those movies where it's like it's not scary, but it's kind of very eerie. It's like it's pretty much, if I can break it down to you, it's a gentleman in the rough neighborhood. He's in a gang. He sells drugs and whatever.
Yeah.
And apparently there's like this secret like a bunker lab, like a high-tech bunker lab in Compton where all the gangs and they sell everything. They don't even know about it. They exist. And they clone Tyrone. And Tyrone sees his own clone. I'm not going to spoil it too much, but that's just fun.
If you're suggesting it to me, I'll check it out.
Yeah, you should check
You know how I am about that hyped up shit.
Dude, trust me. It's a good, cinematic-wise, it's very good. It has that one guy from Star Wars.
Yeah.
What's his name?
The black dude?
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
But yeah, it has that one. He's the main character, I think.
Speaking of stuff that's not along, it's horror but not along horror. Who was it? One of the Wayans brothers posted recently how they want to bring back the scary movies.
The funny scary movies or scary movies? Oh, like the funny ones.
Yeah. What's your?
It's tough because they're gonna. The thing is with the ones back then, they made it was good. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna make it too. What the fuck was
pop
that?
Culture. It's a ghost. It's a ghost, Ethan.
But what's it called?
Like pop culture references and just too.
It's just gonna be too
B-rated.
Perfect. Too like professional.
I know what you're talking about. Where it's like it's too scripted to where it's like it's just not funny. It's not as funny. I think at Scary Movie 4 is where it started to get like that.
Yeah, it's just like
They're not acting enough.
They just did too much.
They're overacting, maybe.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like how people talk of like Marvel movies now. How Deadpool just got the whole criticism of it's too corny and jokey. It's like that. It's like Yeah, it was all about jokes. That's not what I'm. It's not, okay. Yeah, I can't do this too much longer. It's not about the fact that they're making the jokes. It's just the fact that it's like we already know it's what it's there for. You don't have to push it in people's faces to where it's like I'm trying to be funny.
Yeah,
It
no,
just has
honestly,
to
it
be
was
funny.
I want to say every scene they tried to push comedy,
Yeah, it was like the old ones had like sub stories. Like they had the main story and then they had a lot of references in it. But it wasn't like forced references. It was like, okay, we're gonna act, we're gonna do this. It's almost like one of those moments where it's like a Family Guy reference to where they say something like, "Oh, you remember when the dog was doing this to this and this?" And then they show the scene, like that kind of thing. But spoof movies, I'm a fan of them, but
Yeah, I don't know. They
I don't know
just
if
make
they
it
can do it
too
again.
perfect, or they just make it too political. They're just like
Too
come on,
cinematic.
man. Just yeah. I mean, that's
what's the or not spoof movies, but have you ever seen the movies where it's supposed to be based on horror, but it turns out to be a comedy, like that Tucker and Dale or Dale and Tucker, the horror one?
dude. That was a good movie.
That was a good one.
That was funny as fuck.
That was a good one.
Dude.
And the real villain turned out to be the fucking teenage kid.
Literally, like they were the own killers.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
I think shit like that. That's what they need to do with scary movies type of stuff. Like go that route. Not that it has to be like a full on. You get what I'm saying? Because the scary movies aren't actually scary, but I think that really worked. Cause to go from what's up to fucking Snoop Dogg and all this shit, doing whatever with Mac Miller and fucking the dude from.
You got everybody.
Shit like that.
You're featuring the whole fucking.
Yeah. It's more just like have the set cast, do the movie, find a story. I mean, I'm not a fucking. I do got some skills, but I'm not a full on director. I'm not trying to tell people how to do their jobs, but just for speaking from a fan's perspective.
Yo, you know what's a good scary movie that's underrated? I don't know the name of it.
The new Evil Dead ones were kind of freaky.
Which one?
The new Evil Dead ones.
No, I haven't seen it.
Like Ash and the Evil Dead, but it's just Evil Dead now. Those ones are.
Oh yeah.
But my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you gonna say?
No, there's this one movie that I don't know the name of it, but pretty much the premise of it was there's these group of people in these apartment, right?
Yeah.
One of the person in the apartment they get infected. It's like it's like they're recording.
Like on some Cloverfield shit.
Yeah, but somebody in that building gets infected. There's an ambulance and the police and all that stuff. They go in, they try to help the person out. Then that person bites the fucking cop, and the cop gets infected. Then they lock down the whole fucking building, and then they just trying to survive as best as possible. But everybody in the building starts to get infected little by little. I forgot the name of that fucking movie. And if I saw it, I'm gonna.
Something like that's good.
I don't know what the name of it was, but it's like a very like a recording type of. Some of those are good, but sometimes they can.
Do a bit too much.
Yeah, do a little too much.
Cloverfield, that was a good one. Decent. It was alright for the time.
You know what's funny? I actually went the first time watching Cloverfield. My mom took us when we were like 10 years old or something. People were looking at us like, "Why the fuck are you bringing kids?"
It's not that serious though.
It wasn't that serious.
It wasn't. Yeah, it's not that serious. I like shit where they have a whole universe, but each movie ties together, shit like that. So they did that with Cloverfield.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy about Cloverfield? They made it so that you can actually go on the computer.
Yeah, shit like that. It's
and
cool.
You can do like a little Easter eggs in real life and stuff. That shit was fire.
I like stuff like that. You know the movie The Mist?
No.
I feel like you've seen it probably where it's like, so to get in the big chunk of the movie, they end up in like a grocery store and there's like the mist all around them.
Oh,
and all that
shit.
That movie with the monsters and all that shit, but you never really see most of the monsters, just glimpses.
I think it was a show at one point.
They had a show for it. I don't know.
Dude, I swear it was a show.
The movie was pretty good. And then the guy ends up killing everybody in the car, and then he tries to kill himself, and there's no more bullets left. It's fucked up.
Bro, that shit was fucking scary as shit. Like, Things like that's pretty fire. I like movies like that where it's like they think that they're safe in numbers, but they're really not.
Yeah, because then you have the whole, and I feel like this is how it would really be in real life. If you end up in a situation like that, most people are gonna be fighting. Who's gonna be the leader? We should do this. We should do that. And then you're gonna have the people who are like, I'm gonna go do this. They end up dying right
Kind of like the you know what's a great show like that? Like probably one of the best shows that like that. Lost.
Yeah, shit like that. Lost. I never fully got into it or watch it, but I know the premise and seen some of the episodes. Yeah, shit like that.
Dude, I'm gonna watch some scary ass shit tonight.
I'm not dying in a movie.
Huh?
I'm not dying in a movie. You know what's funny?
We gotta watch Terrifier tomorrow, man.
I'm down. Well, depending on what time, cause all the shit all the other shit that's going on.
But if they got a late meal or something.
Yeah, that too. What made me stop being afraid of Michael Myers is a funny story. Did I tell you about that shit?
No, you haven't, but when you said that, in my head I was thinking of Michael Myers.
Yes, my ass. That shit is funny as fuck. That kid was off something. You remember the test you take on Facebook?
Oh my god, dude. Bro, I remember those tests.
What scary movie would you survive? Or would you survive in a scary movie? We were in middle school once again, probably like 6th grade.
Dude, those tests were hilarious.
I fucking took the test. And it said, not only would I survive, but I survive against Michael Myers. After that, I was like, yeah, fuck this shit. I ain't scared of this, man. I ain't scared of this nigga, man. And then literally, it was like that. It clicked for me. I was just like, I don't care anymore.
How would you get, let's say for example, right? Let's say let's say in Utica, right? You're in the parkway, you see a Michael Myers, right? And
Maybe
your
I would
job.
die in a movie.
Huh?
Maybe I would die in a movie. Because I might try to fight that nigga.
And
I might try to fight him.
Your job is to escape him. What would you do?
You want to know what I really do? I hit him with a car and then go as far as possible. You're not gonna catch me stayed over.
That's what I was thinking.
You're
I
not.
was thinking like
I don't care.
Getting in the car is going somewhere far.
Yeah, Michael, you gotta move on to somebody else, pal. And if it is, it's gonna be a few years later, maybe.
But the thing is, my question is, how the fuck? First of all, I have many questions with Michael Myers. Number one, how is he finding these people? Like his victims, his main victims. That's number one. Are they
really just based off memory? I'm thinking because these people gotta be stupid. I'm moving.
I'm thinking that these people just gravitate to each other. That's number one. Number two, let's say Michael Myers is going on a killing spree. Does he eat? Does he shit? Is he a monster? I'm very curious to find out exactly if he's just a human. Give us a little backstory. Give us a show, TV show, Mickey Myers.
See, they did shit like that, but then they get into, once again, every good thing, if they keep going, has its downfall.
True.
With Friday the 13th, Jason got some demonic.
Oh, I've heard that shit.
With Michael Myers, you ever seen what was it? Michael Myers H2O? No, it was a different one. And Busta Rhymes was in it.
Huh?
Busta Rhymes was in it.
I think it was X.
That's
Jason.
Space. That's Friday. No, that's Friday the 13th. Jason X. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
The one with Busta Rhymes with Michael Myers, the Halloween one. That, or just the things that where they go into. That's what kind of takes it away from me with at least like Halloween. Once you start going down the route where it's like, oh, he's a demon. Oh, he's got this curse. This was making someone. I'd rather you go with the route where it's like, bro, this dude's a human. How the fuck does he keep getting up?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Like, and that's what I feel like. That's what makes him scary because it's like one-armed dudes throwing people. Like, it's freaky. So when you say shit like, is he taking a shit? Is he eating?
Yeah.
What kind of meal plan does Michael Myers have?
Exactly.
What kind of
does
he
weight
wake
training
up and
does
hit
he
a
do?
split that day? Is it legs and chest? Is it like?
What does he do? I'm curious. I'm curious to know. I wouldn't know, man. I don't know.
Because most of these times he's in a psych ward. So what kind of exercise do you really do?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Maybe
like,
it's that. Nah, let me not say that.
I know you're gonna say that. You know. But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I say that.